What's going on, guys? My name is Zach, in your class as well, and I'm here to talk about my artifact today. My artifact is actually going to be my wristwatch. This wristwatch in particular is geared for athletic wear, outdoors wear. It's a rubber, it's water resistant, and this is my artifact for a few reasons. One is that it's a wristwatch. And like a wristwatch, there are several types. You go from formal to informal to athletic for several different functions, and that kind of depicts the leadership styles, I feel like, of several different individuals. So you have a broad spectrum of people that bring different things to the table and that have different functions and different features. And this one has its own features and its own unique capabilities, and that's kind of how I like to think of myself amongst the sea of all the different types of watches. In addition to that, I'm an avid traveler, and this kind of goes everywhere I do. And so with that, whether I'm in the woods hunting, I use it as a reference. Whether I'm running or I'm backpacking somewhere, or I'm just seeing if I'm late to class or work, this is always just a good reference. Bring that into the leadership aspects. I like to think of myself as a reference. Someone that someone can refer to. And if I don't know the answer, I like to respond, that's a good question. I don't know the answer, but I will find out. And so, that's one of the things that where a watch, as a reference, I like to think of myself as a reference, as a leader to others. In addition to that, it's got a compass on it. And so, when others may come to me as a reference, I like to be able to guide them. And like the compass on this watch, I like to be able to, kind of help navigate and steer people to wherever they may need to go. Whether it's basic helping someone find something on campus, as to where maybe helping someone set goals, or how to advance in certain facets of their life. I like to be able to maybe mentor and help in that capacity. In addition to that, obviously it keeps the time. I like to think that I have good time management skills, and so I like to apply that to real life. And so being able to use this watch and see what time it is, and see if I'm late, or know where I need to be at certain times is very key. And again, it's a reference for others. If someone asks you what time, you could easily say this. Kind of like I think of myself. If someone were to ask me anything, I should hopefully be able to help them. Also, there's many parts on a watch. As you know, there's all watches. There's the strap, which is functionality, and the actual intimate clockwork. Now, on the digital clocks, obviously there's not the small pieces inside, but still, a watch is a pretty complex, instrument. And so, with that, I like to think that there's, each of us has our own little parts and whatnot that we each may excel in different things, and we can bring those abilities and those strengths to the table to kind of help the whole unit act, in the manner that it's supposed to, by just bringing a bunch of those different pieces to the table. And finally, it also has the date and time, the date and the day of the week on top, and and that likes to help me remind that live day to day. I like to live in the moment. We're not all here forever. There's things happen unexpectedly, and so I like to live day in, day out, live it to the fullest, and be all that I can be in everything that I do. And so I think that kind of helps me with my drive. Any task I may take on, or any advice I may give, I want to do it to the fullest and the extent that I can, and be the best that I can at all times. And so that's my artifact, is my watch. And so thank you for listening.